Hello, class 7. Welcome back to another session of computer class. This is your Avijit sir, and today I'll be presenting you the topic more on HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. Now, what is hypertext markup language? It is actually not a programming language. It is a markup language that defines the structure of the content. Okay, so it is a language that is used to create web page, or that is used to design a web page. So whatever web pages we are seeing on the internet, it is created through this HTML languages, and it was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. The HTML are maintained and developed by the Worldwide Consortium, or W3C. The extension file name of HTML is .html or HTM, which means that whenever you save HTML file, it should be saved with an extension of .html or .htm, so that the browser reads this type of file, HTML file, and renders its context so that the internet users can view it. Now, HTML generally consists of elements, tags, which you use to enclose or wrap different parts of the content to make it appear in a particular way. Features of good websites. Now you can see the picture in front of you. It is a web page, and it was created by Wikipedia. Now you can see there are pictures, and along with the pictures some information is given about that pictures. The color is kept very simple, background is white. So while you design this website or web page, you have to keep certain points in your mind. So let's see what are the features of a good website. Now it must be visually appealing. The color scheme selected must be very simple. The graphics that are used in the page must have relevance. The text content must be read easily. The font used must be commonly available. The content must be segregated properly using lists and tables. Images must be placed and linked properly. There should not be too many images on the page. Scrolling of page must be avoided. One should be available to navigate forward as well as backward to home page. The website must be interactive. That means when you click any of the button or any of the text, it can link you to another web page or website. And it should be able to highlight any small text. So these are some of the points which you have to keep in mind while designing a web page. Okay. Now all of you must be thinking how to write HTML coding or how to start HTML coding. So what are the steps to write HTML code? We must follow these steps. Now there are 5 steps which we must follow. Try to understand how to do it. Now you might have heard text editor, like WordPad is one of the example of text editor. Notepad is one of the example of text editor. So whatever coding you will write, you will be writing in this text editor. So let's say open Notepad. So Notepad is a text editor. So then what we have to do, we have to write the code into this Notepad. So you can see the picture. This is the example of a Notepad, and in this Notepad you can write the coding. You can see doc type HTML. These are the coding: HTML, body, H1, my first heading, then closing tag H1, then again opening P, my first program, then again closing tag /P, then closing body tag, and then closing HTML. which I will explain you in the next slide. Okay, after you write this coding in the notepad, then what you will do, then we have to save the file with extension either HTML or .htm. So you can see I have saved the file name in .htm, like index, this is the name of the file, dot, and then I have given the extension file name .htm. Okay, so this is what you have to do, file name with extension .htm. So file name can be anything, but the extension file name should be either HTML or HTML. After you have saved your file, after you have written the coding and saved your file, now what you have to do, you have to open the web browser. The web browser might be knowing Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. So you have to open the web browser, and after you open the web browser, you will get an option called open. So you click on the open, and then you search your file that you have saved. Like I have saved here in name index.htm, so I'll search that file. So when I get that file, I'll double click on that file. So open that saved index.html file from the browser. Now when I open it, then I'll get the output in this browser. Now what I have written, now you see what I have written here. I have written h1. This is a header tag. h1 is a header tag, my first heading. This header tag does what? It will increase the size of the letter. Okay, now h1 will increase the most, h2 will be little lesser, h3 will be smaller than the h2, like that. These are different types of header tag. So my first heading that I have written here has been displayed here, my heading. This is the output. Okay, next I have written p tag. You can see p tag. This is a p tag. P tag means it will create a new paragraph. So you see, this is the opening p tag, and this is the closing /p is the closing p tag. And I have written first page. So my first page will be shown in the next paragraph. So this is the next paragraph or new paragraph, my first paragraph. This is how it will work. Okay, so the coding is here, the output is here. So this is how it works. Okay, so this is the method to write the HTML coding. So first what you will do, you will open the notepad, you will type the coding in the notepad, you will save it in any name, but the extension file name should be either HTML or HTML. Then you will open the browser, you will search for your file, whatever file name you have given. Once you click on that file, then you will get the output for the coding that you have written. Okay, now structure of HTML page. Now we have to understand the structure, how to write, what are the tags that we should use. Whichever coding we write, we have to use this structure, we have to follow this structure. So you have to remember this structure. Now see, the first thing is explanation doctype HTML. Okay, what does it mean? It means that the doctype HTML declaration defines that this document is an HTML5 document. HTML5 means the version. The latest version that HTML now we are using is HTML5. Now this is actually an optional. You can write, you may not write. Next, which we will write is after that is HTML tag. Tag are always written in angular bracket, less than and greater than. You can see HTML is written in less than and greater than sign or symbol. So that is a tag. So HTML is a tag. Okay. So first thing you will write is HTML. Now what is this HTML? The HTML tag tells the browser about starting and ending of the HTML file. Okay. Next is after HTML comes your next tag is head. So next tag is head. Now a student, you must remember that you can't write first head and then HTML. No, you have to follow the systematic way. First you have to write HTML, then comes your head. So the head tag is used to place HTML header informations which is not visible. Okay. Next is your title. Now title tag, you can see the opening tag, and you can see the closing tag. The closing tag always end with a slash, so slash title, and opening tag only you have to write the title. Okay, so opening tag title, after that what is written? Page title. So this page title will be displayed on the title bar of the web browser. Okay, so whatever you write here, suppose you write your name in place of page title, that name will be displayed on the title bar. So title tag, then whatever you write here, it is written page title, that will be displayed on the title bar slash title, that is the close tag. So boys, remember that whatever tag you write, it has to have a closing tag. So title has a closing tag with slash title. Okay, so the title tag is used to display page title in the web browser window, which is shown in the browser's title bar or in the page tab. After that, we have got the opening head, opening tag of head. Now is closing tag of head. So first HTML, then head, then title, then closing title, then closing tag of head. Okay, next comes your main part, that is body. Now this is the part where we actually write the coding, main coding in the body part, which is visible on the web browser. Okay, so the body tag is used to display all the contents in the browser. So whatever coding we write within this opening and closing tag of body, and then in the end we have to close the HTML tag, which we have started in the first and we close in the last HTML tag. So this is the format or the structure of the HTML page. I hope everybody remember, and you have to remember this, what come next. First HTML, then head, then title, then closing title, then closing head, then body, then closing body, and last closing HTML. So this structure we have to follow in all the codings. Whatever coding we write, we have to follow this structure. So what is an HTML element? Now an HTML element is defined by a start tag. So when we start a tag and some content we write, and then we end the tag. Okay, so what is the syntax? First the tag name, then content, whatever content we write, and then closing tag name. The HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. So whatever we write from the start tag until the end tag, whatever is there, that is actually the element. Okay, like here we have written h1, the header tag. I told you before, only header tag will make your size of the letter bigger or smaller. So that is the head tag, h1 or h2 or h3. So h2 is little smaller than h1, h3 will be little smaller than h2. That is the size of the letter. Okay, so my heading. So h1 is the start tag, my heading is the content, slash h1 is the close tag. So whatever is written within this is the element. Now you see h1, and you can see the next one, p tag is for paragraph, changing the paragraph. So p tag and h1 is the opening tag, and slash h1 and slash p are the close tag. Okay, so whatever is written within opening tag and closing tag, everything comes under the element. So my first paragraph, p slash p, my first paragraph, everything is an element. Now you see we have to follow this structure, doc type HTML. First is HTML opening, then opening head, then opening title. Title I have written page title, which will be displayed on the title bar of the web browser. Then I have closed the tag, then slash head. Now whatever has to be written, it has to be written in the body part. So start the body tag, and then header one tag, my first heading, then p tag, that is paragraph, change of paragraph, my first paragraph, So H1 has to have a closing tag, P has to have a closing tag, and then in the end body is closed and HTML is closed. So this is the structure. Okay, so I hope everybody understood the meaning of HTML element. Whatever comes from the start tag to the end tag, that everything is known as HTML element. List. A list is a number of connected items or names written or printed consecutively, typically one below the other. Now boys, you might have seen that whenever we write any points, we always write either giving numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or alphabet ABCD, or Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or sometimes we use bullet text also, maybe round buttons or square buttons or star. All this we use to give more emphasis to those particular points. So all those things also can be created through this list. Okay, so in a web page, a list may be created to make a piece of information more relevant. HTML allows the following kinds of lists. Now there are three types of lists. One is unordered list. Now unordered list basically focuses on the bulleted symbols. Okay, ordered list focuses on numbers and alphabet 1, 2, 3, 4 or ABCD. So this comes under ordered list, and if any symbols or bulleted symbols is to be used, it comes under unordered list. And the last is definition list. So these are the three types of lists that I'll be explaining in this session. Unordered list. Now unordered list, in short, we write in the tag UL tag. UL tag means unordered list. Now as I have told you, unordered list actually focus on bulleted symbols. So it is also known as bulleted list. It starts with UL unordered list tag and ends with the /UL, that means unordered list closing tag. Now within a list, each item starts with LI. LI means list items. So whatever I write in the list item, that will be shown one after other using bulleted list. Now LI stands for list item. The type of attribute. The type TYP is an attribute. Attribute means the characteristics. Okay. The type attribute can be specified with the UL tag, and this specifies the type of bullets, round or square. Now if I write type equal to fill round. Fill round means the button, the symbol should be round, and inside the round some color has to be filled. Okay, so type equals to fill round. That means it will display a round bulleted. Display the solid round black bullet. Type equals to square, gives a solid black square black. That means it will display a square button with a color inside. Okay, so that is a function of type attribute. Let's see an example. Unordered list HTML coding. How to write the coding for unordered list. So we have to follow the structure. So HTML, then comes your head, then title. Now in this title I have written different rings. Okay, so opening a tag title, then different ring, the content, and /title. So full thing is known as element. Then head is closed with a /head, then body. In the body I have written the different types of rings are. Now you see UL type equals to. Now UL, this is unordered list. Already I told you type is an attribute. Now type equals to fill round. That means it will display what button? Round button, with inside part should be black in color. Okay, so UL type equals to fill round. Now LI, list item. The first list item is coffee. And then again you see the opening li tag and closing li tag. Again I have written opening li tag tea, the next item. Again closing li. Again opening li milk, again closing li. And then I have closed in the last ul tag. That means this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. Okay, and then after I have finished my coding, then I have end with the body tag and then HTML. Now when I run this program, now I'll save it in .html, say drink.html. I have saved the file. After saving the file, then I'll open the web browser, maybe Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Then I'll search drink.html, and when I click on that drink.html, then it will display me the output. See the output. The different types of drinks are, now you see the bulleted text. Now you see this is the fill round button. These are fill round buttons. Okay, and as I have written li coffee, so it is showing me the coffee with a bulleted text, coffee, tea and milk. So this is how we have to write the codings for any unordered list, where unordered list means where I want not number or alphabets, I want only the symbols. Now in place of say fill round, if I write square, then it will display here the square symbols. Okay, so this is how you have to write the coding. So boys, you can start writing this coding in your computer and see whether it's working or not. The process I've already told, where you have to write notepad, then what you have to do, follow the process and then you will get the output. Okay, I hope this unordered list is clear. But now we will move to ordered list. Now this is specified with the ordered O list L. So ordered list tag, opening and closing tags. Each individual item starts with list item li tags. Type is the attribute. Start and value are the three attributes possible in this tag. Type, start and value are the three different types of attributes which is possible in this tag. Type, it selects the type of numbering to be used, whether you want 1, 2, 3, 4 or you want Roman numbers or you want small numbers. So all this you have to mention in the type. Now you see type equal to with inverted comma 1. What does it mean? It means that it will generate numbers in a series automatically starting from 1. Type equals to capital letter A with inverted comma generates capital letters in series automatically starting from A. Type small a generates small letters in series automatically starting from A. Type I generates capital Roman letters in series automatically starting from I. Type small I generates small Roman letters in series automatically starting from small I. Start, it selects the starting value of a numbered list. This is used if one wants to give a value other than the starting value mentioned above. Suppose you don't want to start with 1, you want to start with 4, so you have to write start equals to 4. That means it will start from 4, 5, 6. Okay. Value, it is given with the li tag that helps to change the numbering in the middle. Suppose you want to change the numbering in the middle, after 4, 5 you want to change it, say to 1, so you have to use this value attribute. Okay, so these are the different types of attributes. I hope you understood how to start with numbers or letters or small letters or Roman numbers. This attribute you have to follow. So ordered list coding. Now see, follow the structure. Ordered list, I've already told you, if you want numbers or alphabets, then you have to use ordered list. Now you see the same programming or the same coding that I have written in unordered list, now I have changed to ordered list. Now different drinks is the title, body, the different types of drinks are. Now you see where is the change. The change is here. Instead of UL I have written here OL. Type equals to, I have written here 1. There it was round button. Here it is 1. LI coffee. That means in the number 1 will be coffee, number 2 will be tea, number 3 will be milk. Suppose in place of 1 if I write A, then it will be A will be coffee, B will be tea, C will be milk. Okay, so how you want, how to start, that you have to mention in the OL type. And then what all name you want to write, you can write within list items, and you have to open tag and close tag of list item, and that particular things will be displayed on the web browser. So let's see the output. Now see the output. The different types of drinks are, now you see in place of those round buttons, it is now the numbers, because you have written UL type equals to 1. So 1, 2 and 3. Now suppose in place of 1, if I write here small a, then here will be A, B, C. Okay, so this is how the coding can be changed if you want. I hope everybody understood how to use numbers and letters, or say Roman numbers. So whatever you have to write, type equals to, within inverted comma you have to write. Okay, so this is how you have to write the codings for ordered list. So after you finish writing coding for unordered, try it out with ordered list. Definition list, or DL. This is another interesting thing. Now it is specified with DL, definition list opening tag and closing tag /DL. The list contains a definition terms followed by description of that term. DT, this tag specifies the definition term. Now boys, many of you have searching for a particular word. Okay, suppose say the term is say health. Health is the term. Now what is the meaning of health? So that meaning will be written under DD tag, that is description. Okay, this tag specifies the definition of descriptions. So that particular term meaning will be written in DD. So the term will be written first, like health is the term, definition of that health will be written in DD tag. So I'll show you the coding how to do that. Now you see the coding, doc type HTML, follow the structure HTML head, title, HTML definition list example, /head body. Now in the body part we will start with, all of you try to understand this, in the body part we will start with DL tag, that is definition list. Under that definition list you have to start with definition term. Now I have written the definition term as teacher. Now definition description. Now who is teacher? A teacher is one who facilitates education for the students. So this description is written under DD. Again the next term, again I have written DT, student. Now who is student? Now whatever you're writing, it should be opening and closing. So that description, who is student? A student is a learner who attends an educational institution. So this is a definition tag. Okay, and then you have to, after you have written everything, now this is the opening of DL tag and this is the closing of a definition list. Then close the body in HTML. Now what will be the output? See the output. See, definition term was teacher and definition description was a teacher is one who facilitates education for the students. Next definition term was student and definition description was a student is a learner who attends the educational institution. So this is how the output will come when you write the coding. So this is the function of definition list, definition terms and definition description. So all of you must know how to write the coding So I hope in this session you have all understood unordered list coding, ordered list coding, and now definition list coding. I hope everybody have understood and enjoyed, and start writing the coding in your notepad. Save it with an extension .html or htm, and then open any of the browser, Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, search, open the file that you have saved, and then see the output. First write the coding and then see the output. I hope you all have understood the lesson. Hope you all have understood the lesson. We will soon meet in our next session. Till then, take care. This is your Avjit sir signing off. Thank you.